Hello friends, this is Tony Lisan, space rocker of the planet Earth, back with another video. Today it's a Sunday, a fun day, Sunday today, and it happens to be Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, this is something that happens right here in the United States and it's seen all over the world. And we have a tremendous Puerto Rican major artist. I'm not going to mention any names because he's not paying me to do this. But yeah. And so it promises to be a great game and with great music. So we all going to have a lot of fun today. But continuing with the series that I have about self-awareness, which is a branch of self-help, they used to call it. Now they call it self-encouragement. And since most of my life I've been doing this kind of subject, I've been studying this kind of subject for a long time in my life, I'm giving you some tips on self-awareness for this month. And today's topic is going to be emotional recognition. Emotional recognition. And what are you talking about, emotional recognition, Tony? Well, emotional recognition is the ability to identify emotions in oneself and in others. It has to do with things like facial expressions, tone of voice, body language, physical signals, posture, the way you conduct yourself when you're in a social setting. But emotional recognition is something that if you can you can recognize in yourself, it'll help you throughout your life, because that'll give you the ability to recognize when something inside of you is creeping up. Like, for example, and this is a big one, anger. Okay? Anger. Like, if you know yourself well enough and you know exactly when that anger is creeping up inside of you, you'll be able to control it, which is a very difficult thing to do. Well, let's say you're in an argument and things are not going well. But also you can recognize other emotions. Like, for example, happiness. You can recognize when you're happy. You can recognize when you're sad. Sadness. You can recognize fear. When you're fearful. Or you can recognize when you're disgusted about something. That has to do with anger too. And so on and so on. But if you can take an internal look, like we were talking yesterday, at how these things feel, how these emotions feel, inside of you, you'll be able to handle it better. Now, in psychology terms, being able to recognize all this is like almost being a therapist or being a psychologist. Those people can do that just by looking at you, seeing the way you behave. Like I said, your tone of voice, your facial expressions, and things of that nature. But if you know, if you take the time to learn these things, you'll be able to have a better social setting because you start recognizing all these emotions in other people. And you will be more prepared for just social settings, just life in general, really. So emotional recognition is very important, especially to recognize it inside of you. And like, I would say that it's something that you need, but it's something that you can develop throughout your life. And unfortunately, when we're younger, most of the stuff is not covered in school. Just like the financial world, most of the stuff is not covered in school. These are things that you learn throughout your life, but you can learn them on your own. Like I said, with all these self-encouragement books that are out there, and you can learn about yourself. You can learn how to be a better person and all that good stuff, and have an easier life. That's what I call an easier life, Instead of going through all the struggles, even though struggles are good, they teach you things. But if you can avoid it, recognize emotions in yourself. See when that anger is creeping up before you explode in front of everybody and everybody thinking that you're going crazy or something. And with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And like I said, this month we're going to be talking about self-awareness. Things that you need to learn to be able to be a better person with yourself and with others. This is Tony DeSanz, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth, today with the message of emotional recognition. Yes, we all need that. I'll see you in my next video.